It's the 3 weeks. It's a time to learn about First, you want a copy?
Sure.
About the bais hamikdash here. Pass it
One more in the fridge. You want to bring it?
Yeah.
Please.
So there's a halacha that has a shaykhis to bais hamikdash, but it also has a shaykhis to everyday halacha the mezuzah. Let's look in the Shulchan Aruch in Yod Deya on Siman 289 Reish Pei Tes Siv Beis, the second Siv. Ezo Makim Kviyosa, what's the place? What's the place to install the mezuzah? From the opening of the door, the tefach is more on the outside. If it's not there, it's fine, but it has to be in the mezuzah itself.
Let's say the door is wide, so we're talking about the closer to the
That's cool.
Goy v'ashar, in the top third. Vimkova l'maylam is if it's higher than it's fine. You go, you say you measure. If there's the 75 inches, so you measure from the top 25 inches, and that's the bottom of the mezuzah goes there, and you go up from there. If it's a little higher, it's echet kosher. But it should be away one tefach from the top. The tzarech al-kovel yemina nichnas to be in the right side of the person who goes in. Vein chilek vein imuita yad eloi, doesn't matter if he's a lefty or not. V'mkovel b'smal tzul, if it was on the left side, it's possible. So the Taz says, look at the Taz number 3. Yeah. The Gemara says, just like the sheet is in the top part of the hand, the top third, also the mezuzah is to be in the top third of the door. The sheet is not all the way on the top of the hand. This is the halacha the way the Beis Yosef writes.
Kosher b'diavad is talking about the mezuzah, not about the tefillin.
Yeah. Ava bechik l'mayla yoytz mishlish.
That means lower that already too much.
Yeah. It didn't do a shlish. So it's 75 inches.
He did it, let's say 50.
And he did it from the top.
Some
30
want to be
inches.
smart and want to do for the little kid also.
Right. Because the Rama holds even the Ovid is possible. Not like the Turu says it's not Me'akev the Ovid. In the Koyasiv base, the Kosher, the Ovid, the Mashma Zeh, Fila the Ovid, possible. So, in other words, the Shulchan Aruch Paskins, like the Rambam, that this is Ma'akev. Like Shmuel said, there are people that like to put the mezuzah lower so the little kids can touch the mezuzah. The Rambam holds it's possible. Shulchan Aruch Paskins that way, that it's possible. It's possible.
You know, you can have a nice. I noticed that Rabbi Shul, on Coney Island, as it is on the front door, it's about 2 feet big. It looks like a McGillis S, big wooden thing. So it comes out the bottom of it. I don't know about a little kid, but I always touch the bottom.
The top one is the shlish.
So to me, it sounded like a strange thing, but now that I'm seeing this, maybe it was become such a kavanah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
The one in the koisim in the shower guy, you know?
No. There's a big mezuzah.
Where is that?
the gate before you go to the Koisel. It's called Sharagai. So somebody
There's
make
a huge mezuzah there.
The biggest one in the world. The Guinness record. It's there also.
Mashma wurde der Tour dafür mal so heute da sind Marke die Evel Lesch kann man der Polgolze.
Here the cloth is small, but the bite is very big. Okay, the cloth is this side, but the bite is this side. And when you kiss it, I don't think that's a cloth.
I guess we have to look at the mezuzah. It's not going to help.
What's the difference in the bite?
Yeah, the bais. What's the difference?
The bite doesn't have the touch of the cloth.
Good. So the bottom line is where's the mezuzah? The bottom of the so it's close to the Shlish Elyon Oman.
You have cities today in Spain. They're very proud. They think it'll bring them a lot of tourism or something. I don't know. In the map, it's fascinating. You go into I'm standing in the information office, and I'm looking from the side, and the people are showing them. Oh, here is the Judaria. The Judaria is like typically a third of the old city or a half of the old city. Many big cities of what used to be big cities. So one of the Judarias in the city of Girona. So over there lived the Beinu Yoina and the Beinu Nisim, and there's a mountain there they call the Jewish mountain. They found 700 kvorim. They found also stones there, gorgeous tombstones that the goyim had used to make. They turned upside down and they turned it in. Like you have for the behemoths to drink the water and. So, but it's fascinating. You have, specifically in this city of Girona, the city of Rabbi Yochanan Girundi, Rabbi Nissim Girundi, the Ramban also came from.
The Rabbi Yochanan is buried there in Spain.
We don't know where. Probably in that mountain.
No, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's not in Eretz Yisrael.
No, the Ramban went to Eretz Yisrael.
But not him.
So in the city of Girona, there was at least 20 doors that had the scratch in the thing for a mezuzah. It's 500 years.
Now?
Yeah.
It's the gate's still staying.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
But how could it be 500
years ago and the stuff still standing?
How could it be now there's still the door?
That's what it means. These are the old houses. These are from the medieval. They live in the past there.
So you can see that there is a mark and
What's funny is some of them have been rebuilt.
Yeah.
So you see like a wall, and you see a rock, and then you see a scratch for a mezuzah, just like this.
Used to be
it's part of the history.
And the house is 500 years and still standing. It's amazing. Even Mashiach is
probably because they did a lot of mitzvahs in that house. That's why it's still standing.
What's it say?
Probably the oldest Jewish in the world that's still standing.
So now comes an interesting halacha, which is negated to what we're going to learn tonight. It's to do with the bais hamikdash. Masha before the Afal Zacheret Elas and Makiv Diovad. Lesh Kuman the Polagal Zed the Kiven She Biminu if it's on the right side, even if it's not mamish by the mezuzah, it's in the Chayred Elas, it's also fine. Before Beis Yosef Shem Mordechai Dima Gavoya Harbe, the Beis Yosef brings the name of the Mordechai Din. If the door was very big, typical door today is 80 inches.
Oh, we spoke about it once. What happened when the huge door? What are you going to do in Swiss?
Huge door.
You need a selfie stick to keep this.
Oh, tazoy. Selfie stick, exactly. Selfish stick. Nima Gavoya, it's a new thing. You go around today, people are walking around with these sticks, the selfie sticks.
Selfies, yeah.
Selfish sticks. Amol, they used to ask, can you please take a picture? Thank you. Today you don't need anyone's toivus, tafish and toivus. Everyone has their selfish sticks.
The selfie stick has a button over here. You don't have to go there. You press it, you give a picture like that.
I have one of those.
No, so come out.
He's very high. Ein lasses mezuzah gevoya miksefef. Shouldn't make the mezuzah higher than your shoulders. So the Taz says he has a raya from a pasuk. So funny raya. It says Lo Binyamin Omar did Hashem, and it says Ben Ksefef Shochi. That the Eibush to rest in between his ksafayim, between his shoulders. Lahoyde Shartze Yishkin Lavetach Tfei Mesharotzes. Dilu B'Shok or Ein Shchina Shroz Shchina Elo B'Mokem Mezuzah Sheben Ksefef Shalodam. That in all the other lands, that where does the Shechina rest? Only in between the Ksafayim, which is the place of the Mezuzah. Aval Binyamin Chayfel Kol Hayoim. He's there all the time because the bais hamikdash was in his part. So that's the raya that the Taz brings to the din. Lamaisa, I'm not sure what Chabad minig is. I mean, some people are knowing to make it always shlisha elyon. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can reach it.
Doesn't matter how high it is.
You can reach it.
They put it always shlisha elyon.
Then you have these doors 10 feet high. You're going to put it on 9 feet or 7 feet high.
Some people do it that way. Yeah, some people do it that way. Other people do it big goyvak safayim, like the Taz brings from the Beis Yosef and the Mordechai. As I said, most doors today, which are 80 inches,
standard door.
So then,
no problem.
A person, the average height of a person today is
5.5 to 6.5.
Yeah. So.
No problem.
Right. But if it's a very, very tall door, 90 inches, 100 inches, 120 inches, today there's sometimes have fancy doors. The fancy doors. So that's where the Taz brings from the Beis Yosef that you shouldn't make it in the Shlisha Elyon, you should make it Ben Ksefef of Shochi. That the Eibush should be Ben Ksefef of the Mezuzah should be in the height of the Ksofayim. Okay, so now that now let's look into this about the bais hamikdash. There's a beautiful sicha where the Rebbe talks about this din of a ksefef shochi.
Before we do it, remember last time when we learned about that, what happens if you have like a restaurant, everything is glass, door going straight. There's no mashkof at all, it's a thick glass.
Right.
Would you put it in this?
So if there is, so we just learned, the Achori Adelos could be kosher. You could put it Achori Adelos, you could put it straight on the glass. Straight on the glass, not
the glass.
So,
the glass is like.
So you put it this way. It doesn't matter because with the yovad, he paskins that achori. What that's pshat achori adelos. It's not. Truth is, it's worse than achori adelos because there's no mashkef there.
Right.
But if there's no mashkef, really, there's part of mezuzah anyway. So then who cares? But okay, so if there is a mashkef from the sides, and maybe we should just put it on the side. But otherwise, you put it on the glass. On the glass, on the side of the door, you put it this way. That's called achori adelos, which is the ovad that's kosher. L'chatchila it's possible.
How they get in?
Kosher. They have a glass. The whole thing is glass, and they have a glass door that goes on hinges.
So on the glass door.
No, not on the door. They put it on the side of the door, which is only kosher the ovad. Chatchila is supposed to be in the delis, in the mezuzah. Now that's called achori adelos. This is called what they do today on these glass doors. They put it on the side. It's only kosher the ovad. There's no choice. So what else are you gonna do?
So it's better, not mezuzah.
It's called achori adelos. It's only kosher the ovad, but you have no choice. You have no choice.
But I don't understand by glass door what.
There's no
halal hapesa.
There's no halal. Yeah.
So where do they put it?
They put it on the outside, on straight.
On the door itself.
On outside the door, on the wall.
Oh. Yeah, I have to pay attention.
You'll see if there's a place where the whole thing is glass. You'll see that's what they do today. Because it's called achori adelos, really. That's the pshat achori adelos. It's not. It's kosher only the ovad. You have no choice. So, Chazal, let's look in the sicha. Beautiful thing about the bais hamikdash and how the bais hamikdash was called the tzavor of the world, was called the neck of the world. Huh? Vayipal al tzavori Binyamin ochiv vayevku Binyamin bochal tzavori. It says that when Yosef and Binyamin they met, they cried on each other's neck. Isa b'Gemara, the Gemara says, Bocha Yosef Ashnei Mikdashim. Yosef cried on the two bais hamikdash. Vehemer Moshe b'Teves tzavori loshen rabim. That's why it says tzavori plural. Shasidon liz b'chel kasher Binyamin sim lechorav, because they're going to be in the part of the Binyamin and they'll be destroyed. The first and the second bais hamikdash, Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim was in the land of Binyamin. Binyamin bocha on one neck. Al mishkin Shiloh, she'asa liz b'chel kasher Yosef, Yosef lechorav. It's going to be the part of Yosef and it's going to be destroyed.
Work with each one God for himself.
Oh, Moed the Kivod. Right, this is the sicha. So that's why it says plural and the other singular. It says Vayipal al tzavori Binyamin. Binyamin has two necks. Binyamin boch al tzavoro, and Binyamin cries on Yosef. Yosef has one neck and Binyamin has two necks. Why does Yosef has one neck and Binyamin has two necks? Because the neck is the place of the bais hamikdash. And Binyamin had two bais hamikdashes by him. The first and the second bais hamikdash, Yerushalayim. The first one stood there for 410, and the second one for 420. And before the two bais hamikdashes, there was the bais hamikdash in Shiloh, which stood for 369 years in the portion of Yosef in Shiloh. Mina tamshet zavarim meramis l'beis hamikdash mevur b'medrash l'posek hamigdal David zavarich ma tzavar zeh nosem begoy v'shalodim kach beis hamikdash nosem begoy v'shalolim. The tzavar is the neck, is the height, the highest thing of the person. Om the mashikos of begoy v'shalolim ein pirush yeshoy begoy olam shu oila begoy v'akol olam ela ke the pirush b'gemar al posek bein ksef v'shachin shbeis hamikdash namoch esrim v'shalosh ama mein eita. כצבור של אדם, שגוי ושל גוף, אלו שנומח מעט ועדרה ברמרי נחסי בפורטה, משום דקסי ובין כסייפה ושוחת, אין לך נועב בשור יוסף וכסייפה, והנה גוי ומבונה בתוך גוי ושל אדם. Chazal say that there was really, bais hamikdash was not the highest point. There was ein eitam, which is 23 amas higher than the bais hamikdash. The bais hamikdash has to be b'makam b'goi v'shel olam on the highest point. So why didn't they build it higher? Chazal said that the best place in the ox is the meat that comes from the neck. I don't know. For cholent, I used to buy always the neck.
Neck bone.
Yeah, it was 99 cents a pound.
Still, it's a neck.
No! Go to pomegranate. It costs now $9.99.
Wait, a neck of what? Of a turkey? What did you have this on? A neck of an animal?
Yeah, of the ox.
Yeah.
Someone realized that this meat was good.
You're asking for John.
We used to buy cheekbone. I used to buy for less than 99 cents a pound.
Where's this?
All the butcheries they had, up to a few years ago. Someone realized a few years ago that the cheek was really good.
It has a lot of fat.
John bone.
So now they sell it for $18.99.
Wow,
I used to buy it always for the cholent. It used to be less than 99 cents a pound. Some chochem anashtana, some chef or someone realized it's fancy delicate.
No, once they see there's any demand,
right. I'm just telling you. I used to buy it for less than 99 cents. I used to buy neck and cheek. Neck and cheek, they were all under 99 cents for years.
It's like no,
someone chapped that these things are good. So they went up, one went up 10 times the price, the other went up 20 times the price.
Like now, we'll go to the fish store and ask them, just give me the head. We'll give you 10 of them because you have to throw the garbage costs some money. But before Rosh Hashanah, I want to say give you a head.
Yeah, exactly. So Chazal say, I don't know why. What didn't they know? Chazal tell us that's the best part, no? They waited for some chef to chap that this is the best part. Gave me a couple of years of cheap cholent meat.
In the same taste.
Huh?
It's the same taste. Like 10 years ago, I know.
It tastes the same, yeah.
Because you're paying more, that's it.
Yeah.
For that kind of price, that will taste better.
Oh?
For that kind of money.
For that kind of money, it tastes better.
It's like you go to the restaurant and they told you, I have a steak for $50 and a steak for $75. So the guy says, okay, give me for $50. Start eating, it's hard. So no, give me the steak for $75. They go to the kitchen, give him a sharp knife.
I shouldn't tell it to you.
So fragt sich the Shaila, if you want to say the base of hamikdash is to be built in the highest place, and then you say, what is this thing that Chazal are trying to bring out, that the base of hamikdash is to be in the highest place, yet we say go a little lower, go into the neck. The neck is the best thing. The Rebbe says like this, that in Avodas Hashem, what's the Maida? Huh?
Shiloh is not the highest.
No,
Shiloh
base
is
of
high.
hamikdash is not Shiloh.
Down.
Forget,
I was there.
Oh, you're there?
Yeah. I have a picture of this.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly where the place is.
They do.
They say they do.
They
the
do.
tourists,
I'll
they
tell
do.
you. No, I'll tell you why they say they do. Because they looked all around this particular place and there's broken pottery.
Right.
Because they couldn't use the kalim afterwards. They used to throw them on the ground and break them. So that's why that's how they.
But that wasn't Goyve Shaloilam. The Beis Elomim in Yerushalayim wasn't Goyve Shaloilam. But they went 23. It was considered the neck of the world. What's the big mile of a neck? So the Rebbe says that the mile of a neck is that it connects the head to the rest of the body. The mile of the Beis Hamikdash is not that the holiness should be removed from the world. The holiness of the Beis Hamikdash has to control the entire world. The neck is the one that controls, that the message of the brain should go to the rest of the body and should control us through the neck. That's the Maila of the Beis Hamikdash being in the neck of the world. We don't want that the holiness of the Beis Hamikdash should be perched on a mountain and aloof and removed from the world. We want the whole world to be controlled and influenced by the holiness of the Beis Hamikdash. Zobazach in our own Beis Hamikdash. Every Jew has his own Beis Hamikdash. Has to be in the neck. Not that the Nefesh Elokis is in a very holy place in the Beis Hamikdash, far away, but his everyday life is a disconnect.
Which king or Navi said Mishachmo B'Mala?
That's Shaul. It has to be that our Nefesh Elokis, our Neshama, influences every day of our life and every part of our life. That's why it has to be that the mezuzah, perhaps you say, go bring it back to the mezuzah. That's what the mezuzah has to be. But if it's a very high door, it has to be by the neck. Being safe of shochem, because the mile of the mezuzah is that it controls that we declare that our house, not only our base medrash, but our house where we eat, where we sleep, where we play, where we do our regular things, we listen to music, we read magazines, we read stories. Also there, this full of kedusha. The mezuzah is in the place of the neck, in the neck of the world. That's the mila of the Beis Hamikdash being on the neck. Fragt sich the shaila. Okay, so that's one thing. Why is it when they cry that Yosef cries for Binyamin's Beis Hamikdash that will be destroyed, and Binyamin cries for Yosef's Beis Hamikdash? Why don't they cry for their own Beis Hamikdash? True, you have to love your fellow as yourself, but you should love yourself too, right? So why is it that Yosef is crying for his brother's Beis Hamikdash? His brother is crying for his Beis Hamikdash. And Yaakov Avinu, get a minute of Yaakov.
So what's the teretz?
What's the teretz?
I think I once heard Sonia Jacobson once said about
This word from the Rebbe, yeah?
I don't know that, I'm not sure what it is, but he said that a person shouldn't cry about his own stuff. He has to go do stuff. Like for an under service, like if you feel bad, but something like that.
Exactly. Very good.
It's a long time ago. It's from the rabbi.
Yeah. Why do they cry in the neck? Because the neck of the bais hamikdash. For the head, you don't cry. The head, a yid's head, is never sins. The head is the neshama. The neshama never sins. The problem is the neck. The problem in our life is the disconnect that we have from our everyday life with our neshama. The incongruity that we have in our life between what our neshama, the vision of our neshama, and between our everyday actions. That's the pshat of a churban bais hamikdash. Why does a person cry? A person cries when there's nothing to do. So when a person cries, they feel a little better from crying. And when do you cry? If there's nothing to do, when there's nothing that could be done, a person, Achmon Litzlan, there's a mourning, so it's healthy for a person to cry, because then it makes it easy for the person. But if a person has Achmon Litzlan, there's a person, his family members are in danger, he can go, he can save them. There's a fire, he can jump in and save them. He's going to stand there and cry while they're dying. That doesn't make sense. You should jump in and save their lives. That's not the time to cry.
You see in, God forbid, in the Levaya, when they cry, members of the family, they go on the neck.
Exactly. So, Yosef HaTzadik doesn't cry for his own bais hamikdash. For his own bais hamikdash, he's going to try to do a stronger avodas Hashem to teach his children in a stronger way that chas v'shalom there shouldn't be a churban. Binyamin doesn't cry for his own bais hamikdash. He's going to try to teach his children to go b'derech Hashem. There shouldn't be a destruction of the bais hamikdash. Cry for the other person. For the other person's bais hamikdash, you could give words of encouragement. Then you see that there's going to be a churban. For his own bais hamikdash, there's no reason to cry. That's the Rebbe's word. Turn to page 148.
There's another word, something in the Kabbalah, in the terminology, which what you said, how come the mass and it doesn't...
Meitzer Agoran.
Yeah. Meitzer
Agoran. Yeah. Page 148. Lama Bochel with Yosef al hamikdashes v'chelke shel Binyamin Bochel al Mishkan v'chelke shel Yosef al Chayr Adira v'kol echad al Livkes al Churban bais hamikdash v'chelke hu. So why don't they cry for his own destruction? And Adam Kodev etzel atzmai. ועד כדי כך אפילו במצווה אבס ישראל וגם לפי מבוא בחסידות בגודל איכוסה וכמוסה של אהבה זו כל זה עם כל זה רעב אין אלא באופן של אהבת לרח כל מויכה בחוף הדמי ואין מגייס ממש לא יזמיד השואב וזה עצמי. So why isn't that Binyamin doesn't cry for his own destruction, Yosef doesn't cry for his own destruction? אם כן הרי בוועדה שלכולכם הם נגע יוסף וסמיקדש שלוי במילא גם הבחיר ראשית על החורבן של המקדש שלוי. And another question which we didn't discuss before. It says that Yosef falls on the neck of Yaakov and he cries. Yosef was crying in the bais hamikdash. He cried for the Oid. Oid was the big cry because he saw the big golus that's going to be the 2,000 years of this bitter golus. Yesh l'tmoya madurak Yosef bacha v'lo Yaakov. B'terutz shirash b'shem Rabbi Yochanan Marsov v'koyre krishma harei l'fi hazoyar ein tirutz. The Rashi says that Yaakov didn't respond. Only Yosef cried. Yaakov was busy reading Shema. That's very good according to the Pashta Pshat, but not according to the Zohar. Apipi Rishakos, Vayipal al Tzavor of Kipshut Shalem Bechir Beglal Churban. Matam Shiakal and Nafal Tzavori, Yosef Elena Shakum, Neshakor Shman, and Mudkish Bezagud Lavidas Shil Yaakov, Gambes, Sheros, Blem, Family Shana Lachish, Rabas Vishanam Choshev, Kenan, Bacham, calls Aliv Sik Mikrios, Shmava, Yosef Simchat Sumas Uloy Teridosai, Malachav and Makris Pasuk Rishin, the Shmash, Tzorah Kavona. The Moededik in the Bosh of Shat, he didn't see his son 22 years, but he was saying Shema, so he didn't kiss his son. And he was able to focus and say the Shema with Kavanah. It's amazing. אבל לפי פירוש הזוהר, איך אפשר שיעקב אבינו לא נסרגש ולא נטרד על ידי חורבן בית המקדש והוא יאכל בשוזר לקרס השמה בכוונה? But according to the Zohar, the crying wasn't the cry because they didn't see each other for 22 years. The cry was about the Churban Beis HaMikdash. So why is it Yosef cries and Yaakov doesn't cry? He doesn't care about the Churban Beis HaMikdash? Why does a person cry? It makes it easier. It takes the heavy load off the heart. A person cries, it does not change any of the facts of the story. Nothing changes. He cries and it takes the load off his heart. It says in Tehillim that his crying was his bread. If a person could do something, don't cry. Cry is diversion. It's a terrible thing. If you could do something, why are you crying? Then use the energy to do something. Don't cry. Crying is just to pacify yourself. If there's nothing else to do, the situation is what it is, and then you cry. Make it easier for the heart. But if you could do something about it, don't cry. Use your energy to do something. When Yosef and Benjamin see their brother, and they see that there is in the future, they see with their open eyes, they can see the future, and they can see there's going to be a churban. He cries. He can't do anything. Yosef can't change Benjamin can't change. ביטל בפועל של חטאים שגורם שנשתלח על יד במקדש חברי תולה בחברי שבעל בחירה. At the end of the day, Yosef can't change Benjamin can't change Yosef. Each one is a Baal Bechira, the Eibush that gives them freedom of choice. I can't force another Yid to do something he doesn't want to do. If he wants to do an Aveda, I can't force him. If he doesn't want to do the mitzvah, I can't force him. I can try to influence him. But when I see I tried to influence my friend, and but it's not working, and his bais hamikdash is destroyed, so I cry because I care about my friend. But when I see my own bais hamikdash being destroyed, a person shouldn't make it easier and give a krechts, to give a sigh and to cry. He should work hard and to bring a geula. Unless the crying is tshuva cry, that's something else. Sometimes crying is a terrible thing. A person feels very proud of themselves. You see, I came Yom Kippur and I cried. I'm from the big people. I'm from the big chassidim, I could cry. I'm not just dry toast. I'm a juicy Jew. I comes Ne'ilah, I cry. In the meantime, I'm not changing. I'm just crying. I'm not doing anything. So if the tears are tshuva tears, it's something else. But if the tears are just emotional tears, and I'm using it as as a past to make myself feel good, but I'm not changing, those tears are not doing anything. Yosef and Benjamin didn't cry for their own. They're going to do something about it. They cried for their friend, for their brother. Yaakov loy bocha churban beis hamikdash k'may karishmak. Yaakov avim shokol bnei Yisrael v'lechein hein mishkan v'hein beis hamikdash mechel kohen v'lechein asik betikun u'binyan beis hamikdash. Yaakov Avinu was doing something. What was he doing? He was saying Shema with more kavanah. Maybe that'll influence his children. in a stronger way. She'enya bais hamikdash u'shek bais amuchel karbanis v'kol ha'kol krishma rezekilo oila hikriv oila v'zevach. Reading Shema is the same like bringing a korban of a oil and a zevach. In Iker in Yana korban hu adam ki akar mikem krishma mesiris nefesh nimse nafshe be'eche v'chol nafshe chafil neitlef nafshecha. So he read Shema, which is his devotion to the Eibishter. The deeper his devotion will be, the more it will go over to his children. So he's going to say, what is Yaakov trying to do? He sees Ruach HaKodesh, that there's going to be a destruction. What is he? It's unavoidable. No, but the answer is, the Gemara says that even if there's a sharp knife on his neck, he should ask Rachim. I feel lachik zardin. Befsher de avoid the korker metzino bi Chizkiyo sheishaya masar lo yanvuah shenigzer al Chizkiyo sheyamuz Amar lo Chizkiyo sheishaya kal nevas chavetzei. Finish saying your nevuah and leave. Please upon a kirvis pal Hashem. Etfilosei lo shemat etfilos chayshifah lo chomesh esreshana. He lived to another 15 years. He was about to die, and he davened. He lived to another 15 years. So therefore, Yosef cries for Benjamin, and Benjamin cries for Yosef, but for their own bais hamikdash there's no crying. Do something, don't cry.
So wait, is the Rebbe saying it's even wasted if you cry? Do the other ones bais hamikdash is wasted?
The other ones you should cry, you should keep on crying.
So they did the right thing?
Right.
It said כל השערים ננעלו חוץ משערי דמעה.
Right.
It's the only thing.
Exactly. Amr Azal called Dosh, and even the bais hamikdash me'amal nosa kilo echiriva. I just say that if Chas v'Shalom it didn't build the bais hamikdash, or as if from that generation was destroyed. Why is it that the big bais hamikdash is not being built? Because our own little bais hamikdash is destroyed. This is the way the Rebbe explains it. If one person will have his personal bais hamikdash rebuilt to the fullest, the bais hamikdash will be rebuilt.
Only one Yid has to do that.
Called Mashiach.
The Rambam says, "Tzarich kol adam shira atzmai." Also mitzvah, zecharias atzmai kol adam kol kafs.
Actually two.
Not Mashiach. Every Jew should talk to himself and say the same thing.
Whatever he has to be Masak and
Right.
His particular problems.
Right.
Make the Shabbat.
Right. Mizborin is bazeh kavanos v'tachlisa.
In other words, we don't need that all the Yid should do tshuva.
We need one Yid.
One Yid should do tshuva.
An echte tshuva.
All the way.
All the way, exactly.
Oh, that's not necessarily Mashiach.
No,
That'll
not
bring
Mashiach.
the
Oh, if
Mashiach.
one does all the way tshuva.
Yeah.
It'll bring the Mashiach.
I pity the person who selected to do that.
It's not
no one
selected. You
selected.
select yourself.
Oh, tazoi. No. V'izborin is bazeh kavanos v'tachlisa lo ya'anochem v'bechia. Thinking about this, Ma'am Chazal, and Chazal say that if the bais hamikdash was not rebuilt in our day, it's as if it's destroyed in our day. So when we think about it, the point is not to sigh and to cry, that we should do something about it. Agula brought this bring a redemption to our own bais hamikdash. Binya bais hamikdash to rebuild our own bais hamikdash. Through rebuilding our own bais hamikdash. When we rebuild our own bais hamikdash, one Yid will do it. He'll be zoichet that because of him the whole bais hamikdash will be rebuilt. Amen.
Amen.
So in the 3 weeks, in other words, when it comes to thinking about our own bais hamikdash, don't cry, don't sigh, unless it's a cry of tshuva in the time when a person is saying Shema at night. But we have to be active. We correct about the other Yid's bais hamikdash destroyed. Our own bais hamikdash, we have to be active to rebuild our own bais hamikdash. The Eibush should help that every one of us should rebuild our personal bais hamikdash, and through this we should be zoichet taket to rebuild the bais hamikdash. Mashiach Tzidkenu.
Amen.